In today's news, teacher vacancies are alarmingly high. 3 mosquito hotspots have been identified in Tortola. HLSCC graduates some 142 students. A rise in burglaries has been detected, 11 more when compared to same period in 2023. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman presents Sons in Suits Brunch, a celebration of fathers and sons, at Treasure Isle Hotel on Saturday, June 17th, 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., featuring guest speakers, Deputy Governor of the Virgin Islands David D. Archer Jr., Pastor Courtney Jones, entertainer Raul Jugusprov, entertainment by Johanse Smith and Che Pemberton, alongside DJ Molly. Tickets are $75 for a father and son duo and $40 single tickets. Fun, food, fellowship, and fatherhood. Lots of giveaways included. Ticket outlets are CCT flagship stores on Tortola and Virgin Gorda. Calling all fathers, sons, father figures, nephews, and uncles. Sons in Suits 2023, hosted by the Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, a red carpet celebration of fathers and sons. For more information, contact 442-3132. Proudly sponsored by CCT and 284 Media.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Hello everyone, it is Friday, June 8th, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Friday is wished to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, Governor of the Virgin Islands, His Excellency John Ranking, CMG, has said, and I quote, additional action will be necessary should the government of the Virgin Islands fail to make significant progress in the implementation of the Commission of Inquiry reforms by the time of his next quarterly review. He said, and I quote, if we do not see the meat on the bones of the reforms by the next quarterly review, additional action will be necessary. I will hence be exploring options for additional resources, powers, and technical expertise to accelerate reforms. In particular, he said, I will consider whether the necessary resources are allocated to the reform process, whether work is sufficiently prioritized, and whether the reforms are implemented in practice. He said this in his third quarterly review dated June 9th. Now, as for the work already done, the governor concluded that the progress continues, and I quote, to be slow, and this could be partially due to a lack of resources, namely within the immigration department and with law enforcement agencies. Now, viewers, the BVI will struggle to move forward if there is a continued backlog of applications for status and if criminal investigations that date back many years cannot be progressed due to a lack of resources. And he said, I welcome the commitment of the Premier to address both of these issues. He noted that the recently held general elections had a significant impact on the government's ability to make progress, stating that momentum must be regained. In other words, the governor charged the new government to, and I quote, prioritize this vital program to improve governance and tackle the serious failings identified within the Commission of Inquiry report. Despite these concerns, the governor shared his positive note on the implementation so far. He said, and I quote, there have been some welcome achievements over the past few months. I am pleased that the protocol for the statutory board appointment is starting to be applied, and the Public Service Management Code represents a significant step forward. The scoping visit for the law enforcement review has also, he said, and taken place, and I am encouraged by the improvement to procurement in some areas, although not all. He also said, and I quote, the majority of reviews and audits have now been received, and many of these are now in the public domain. The need now is to consult as necessary on the recommendations made and then swiftly take action to implement substantive reforms. He also said genuine reform will take time. He said he has directed focus to assessing the commitment of those tasked with implementing the reforms. A commitment, he said, must be demonstrated through prioritization and the allocation of resources. The non-stop concert will now be held at the Festal Grounds in Road Town. The move was confirmed by Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley on Thursday. Now, viewers, according to Premier Wheatley, the decision to make the shift from Brandywine Bay is in line with efforts, he said, to ensure that this year's Emancipation Festival receives maximum support and tax money is spent wisely.
I'm not deaf to the concerns I have heard from the people of the Virgin Islands. We want to ensure that our festival celebrations receive maximum support, and we want to ensure our hard-earned tax money is spent well. Therefore, we have made an important shift. The non-stop concert will now be held at the festival grounds, and this will be the first event to kick off the festival season.
The new location will also allow a seamless transition, he said, from this event to various pre-festival activities which will benefit from the erected stage, even though the festival activities are some 1 month apart.
The stage for the non-stop concert will remain up after the event, which will allow for even more pre-festival activities. This will result in significant cost savings and the opportunity to raise funds.
The Premier also took the occasion of this announcement to address various narratives currently being circulated in the public space, some of which have been labeled as political.
While we are making adjustments, it is important to note that this event is about building our tourism product and building our economy. Contrary to what some have said, it is not just a big, expensive party. It is not a VIP celebration. Neither is it a pat on the back or a victory lap. This is a good-natured, well-intentioned effort to promote our first American airline nonstop flight between Miami and Beef Island. It is an effort to build entertainment tourism in the Virgin Islands, and it is an effort to improve the economy that will sustain all of us.
Teacher vacancies in the British Virgin Islands have been described by the Ministry of Education as alarming. Faced with an uphill task, they continue to have to fill these teaching positions ahead of the 2023-2024 academic school year. Now, this is not the first time this has happened, as this issue has continued and backdated for several years. Minister, however, for Education and Culture, Education that is, the Honorable Cherie B. DeCastro made this disclosure during her recent appearance on the local talk show Talking Points. She said that recent retirements and competitive salaries from neighboring islands have further contributed to the issue that has existed in the territory for several years.
Because it's strategically difficult across the world, and it's no different in the Virgin Islands. I'm going to be making a statement in the House very soon about the number of teachers that we have to find between now and September, and it's actually extremely alarming. It's reached to the BVI. I mean, it's been here for a while, but the numbers due to retirement, due to teachers leaving to go right next door. The starting salary for a teacher in the Cayman Islands is $70,000 US, and so some of our teachers have left to seek those types of opportunities. Right in the U.S. Virgin Islands, starting August, it's $50,000. Our starting salary for teachers is $31,000, and that's a qualified teacher. So I think, of course, we're having the conversations about salary review, but really, in essence, what you've stated is a reality. And so what we want to do is, there are teachers who are already in the system. They're here. We're happy that they're there because they're actually producing. What we have to question is the quality, and how we could fix that is through professional development and training. In
addition to low salaries, DeCastro said that poor infrastructure of schools and teacher burnout are other main factors contributing to the many teaching vacancies that exist within the Virgin Islands.
While some persons may have reached the end of their patience, some are still holding on. So infrastructure would be huge. The state of our schools, we have to pay very keen and strategic attention to. I sometimes cannot sleep at night when I really visit my schools, and it tells me that we have to pay specific and strategic attention to that moving forward, especially in the summer months. But that would have come out from consultations with our teachers anyhow, so we knew. But for me, I tell my team all the time, the reason I do school visits is because when I see, I can't unsee. And the fact that I see it, we're going to fix it. We're going to find a way. We're going to come up with a plan to fix it. So infrastructure, as an example, is out. If you're not in a safe environment, if you don't feel healthy, teacher burnout is huge. There's a potential because of the lack of teachers. Teachers have been overworked, so they've had more than their mandatory share of hours, and so they just don't want to do it anymore. As well as, well, of course, you already said the funding in terms of the salaries, but that's where we fund in resources, because before teachers pay for resources out of their pocket. But if we agree to fund the resources, then the teachers can hold the already small salary in their pockets. Professional development as well. If they want to grow in the system, they must pay for a degree in order to be able to do it. Well, we can subsidize the cost of that, so they get the degree and they still have an opportunity to grow and develop and climb the ladder. So I think with the strategic areas really assist, at least in the interim, in creating that ability and that patience, because we would have agreed that if we fix these three things, at least there's room for us to say, okay, hold on, we're fixing the system, we're seeking to see what we could do.
The Minister for Education also highlighted challenges in teacher quality that exist in the BVI and spoke on how the recently implemented mandatory professional training will seek to fill the gaps to improve the overall quality of teaching.
What I can say is, are there challenges within the system in terms of teacher quality? Yes, in every system. And that's why professional development is one of the major areas. And I think the teachers recognize that themselves, not so much potentially. Some of them may have been trained quite some time ago, and when you consider the new literacies and technologies and stuff, it means retraining and it means upskilling. So I believe that we have recognized, and the ministry, that's why we incorporated the mandatory professional development hours in training, and we use the Institute of Education that we have founded at the college through partnership with the ministry to direct the type of gaps that we need to fill in terms of teacher capacity and quality. So that's ongoing, the upskillment, but the truth is retention of teachers is important. So the teachers that we have to keep them, even if it means we have to support them in terms of their upskillment.
Viewers, up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
We're searching for the extraordinary, the exceptional, the Super Dads. Presenting 284 Media's Super Dad Tribute. It's your chance to honor and celebrate the incredible fathers in your life by submitting a video sharing why your dad is a super dad. Whether it's his unwavering support, his sage advice, or his incredible sense of humor, let the world know why your dad is a true superhero. Head over to 284media.com or 284media on Facebook for more information on how to enter. Winners will receive incredible prizes, including unforgettable experiences and months of free service from CCT. Enter the Super Dad Tribute Competition and let your dad know he's a real-life superhero.
The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman presents Sons in Suits Brunch, a celebration of fathers and sons, at Treasure Isle Hotel on Saturday, June 17th, 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., featuring guest speakers, Deputy Governor of the Virgin Islands David D. Archer Jr., Pastor Courtney Jones, entertainer Raul Jugusprov, entertainment by Johanse Smith and Che Pemberton, alongside DJ Molly. Tickets are $75 for a father and son duo and $40 single tickets. Fun, food, fellowship, and fatherhood. Lots of giveaways included. Ticket outlets are CCT flagship stores on Tortola and Virgin Gorda. Calling all fathers, sons, father figures, nephews, and uncles. Sons in Suits 2023, hosted by the Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, a red carpet celebration of fathers and sons. For more information, contact 442-3132. Proudly sponsored by CCT and 284 Media.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. You're watching 284 News out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. 3 specific mosquito hotspots have been identified within Tortola by the Environmental Health Division following the detection of a high presence of the deadly Aedes aegypti mosquito. They are in Rowtown, Purcell Estate, and East End. Now, the Aedes aegypti mosquito is the known vector of several viruses, including yellow fever, dengue, chikungunya, and the Zika virus. Speaking on a recent episode of the government's Health Bites series in recognition of Mosquito Awareness Week 2023, Environmental Health Officer Camille White listed 3 specific hotspots and the reason behind the growing issue.
The key message is fight the bite. You want to make sure that you protect yourself. You want to ensure that you clean around your premises. You turn over any container that can collect water that you're not using. If you're going out in the evening, you want to make sure that you wear long sleeve clothing to protect yourself. Use bed nets. Use mosquito screens. You can also use eco-friendly products like rosemary and lemongrass oil. Those also help to repel the mosquitoes. But the goal is to engage in source reduction. If you do not have an area or a place where the mosquito can lay their eggs, then you will not have as much adult mosquitoes. So the goal is to practice source reduction. We want to make sure that you clean around your premises, whether it's your home, your work, your church, wherever.
White also provided information on the Aedes aegypti mosquito and its breeding habitats to enlighten residents on why it is important to tackle this issue now before it becomes a much larger problem.
The adult Aedes aegypti mosquito is able to fly for blood within 20 meters. So 20 meters to your left, 20 meters to your right. So you have to not only look at your premises, you have to look at your neighbor's premises too. So we are actually each other's keeper. Mm-hmm. The larvae, an Aedes aegypti adult is able to live up to 1 month, and they will feed every day. So if you think about it, and they lay 100 eggs. So if you think about a mosquito laying 100 eggs in 30 days, so you have about 3,000 eggs a month that could feed on you. So that's a picture that people need to have
so
in their head.
So they lay eggs every day?
Every day they would lay eggs. Once they bite you,
wow,
they rest. They rest and they lay eggs. And sorry, the male mosquito actually waits for the females. The males actually emerge first and wait for the females to emerge, and they impregnate them one time, and they don't need to mate again for the next month.
Deputy Chief Environmental Health Officer Henrietta Alexander provided a number of tips for residents to follow in order to minimize the probability of being affected by the deadly mosquitoes.
The key message is fight the bite. You want to make sure that you protect yourself. You want to ensure that you clean around your premises. You turn over any container that can collect water that you're not using. If you're going out in the evening, you want to make sure that you wear long sleeve clothing to protect yourself. Use bed nets. Use mosquito screens. You can also use eco-friendly products like rosemary and lemongrass oil. Those also help to repel the mosquitoes. But the goal is to engage in source reduction. If you do not have an area or a place where the mosquito can lay their eggs, then you will not have as much adult mosquitoes. So the goal is to practice source reduction. We want to make sure that you clean around your premises, whether it's your home, your work, your church, wherever.
The Ministry of Education recently completed both primary and secondary levels of the 2023 National Spelling Bee, with the following students announced as this year's champions. At the secondary level, the finals competition was held on May 31st, and the results were as follows. Third place, Lennox Clemency, Sydney Center for Excellence. Second place, Tristan Arthur, St. George's Secondary School. First place, Akardi Paralon, Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies. Within the primary school, Spelling Bee concluded on Wednesday, June 7th with the following placements. They are third place, Emrietta Singh, Enos Adams Primary School. Second place, Orissa Thomas, St. George's Primary School. And first place, Sean Ramator of the Robinson O'Neill Memorial Primary School. Tweet4 Media sends congratulations to each and every one of the students who participated in this year's National Spelling Bee. Up next, viewers, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
We're searching for the extraordinary, the exceptional, the Super Dads. Presenting 284 Media's Super Dad Tribute. It's your chance to honor and celebrate the incredible fathers in your life by submitting a video sharing why your dad is a super dad. Whether it's his unwavering support, his sage advice, or his incredible sense of humor, let the world know why your dad is a true superhero. Head over to 284media.com or 284 Media on Facebook for more information on how to enter. Winners will receive incredible prizes, including unforgettable experiences and months of free service from CCT. Enter the Super Dad Tribute Competition and let your dad know he's a real-life superhero.
The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman presents Sons in Suits Brunch, a celebration of fathers and sons, at Treasure Isle Hotel on Saturday, June 17th, 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., featuring guest speakers, Deputy Governor of the Virgin Islands David D. Archer Jr., Pastor Courtney Jones, entertainer Raul Jugusprov, entertainment by Johanse Smith and Che Pemberton, alongside DJ Molly. Tickets are $75 for a father and son duo and $40 single tickets. Fun, food, fellowship, and fatherhood. Lots of giveaways included. Ticket outlets are CCT flagship stores on Tortola and Virgin Gorda. Calling all fathers, sons, father figures, nephews, and uncles. Sons in Suits 2023, hosted by the Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, a red carpet celebration of fathers and sons. For more information, contact 442-3132. Proudly sponsored by CCT and 284 Media.
Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Closing out our newscast, a total of some 142 students officially graduated from the H. Lavey Stout Community College following the college's 30th graduation exercise at the multi-purpose sports complex in Road Town on Thursday. Our Kamal Haynes was on the ground and has the report.
A day to be remembered by all 142 students of the 2023 H. Lavey Stout Community College graduating class, as family, friends, and loved ones filled the multi-purpose sports complex to celebrate the achievements of the graduates. Receiving the highest award on the afternoon, the President's Award, were Sophia Roberts as a full-time student and Kavon Kisnasamy as a part-time student, who both had the highest cumulative grade point average in their respective category. Kisnasamy also received the Chef McGarvey Thompson Outstanding Achievement Award in Culinary Arts. Where the Vice President's Award for Leadership went to Tanique Scatliff, while the Dean's Awards went to Sonia Musgrave for Top Student in Humanities and Alonia Ophelia for having the highest GPA for the Workforce Training Division. A Vice President of Academic Affairs at the college, Dr. Arlene Smith-Thompson, provided some details on the 2023 graduating class.
102 graduates are from programs in arts, sciences, and general studies, and 40 from our workforce training division. Today, 15 graduates will receive honors, 8 cum laude, or 3 females, 5 males, 5 magna cum laude, 4 females, 1 male, and 2 summa cum laude, 1 male and 1 female. In this class, there are 11 graduates from Virgin Gorda and 1 from Jos van Dyke.
Dr. Smith-Thompson also listed the programs with the highest number of graduates.
The programs with the highest number of graduates are Business Administration with 27, General Science with 19 associate degrees, and Accounting with 13 degrees. 32 graduates will receive certificates of achievement. In the class of 2023, there are 6 triple awards and 5 double awards. The class of 2023 includes 15 Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society members, 4 are full members, and 11 are provisional. It also includes 38 National Technical Honor Society members. In today's ceremony, a total of 157 awards will be conferred: 42 Associate of Arts degrees, 65 Associate of Science, 18 Associate of Applied Science degrees, and 32 Certificates of Achievement.
A president of HLSCC, Dr. Richard Georges, urged the graduates to remember their experience at the college and the lessons learned to assist them through their journey of life.
You, graduates, are at a threshold of the next adventure, filled with unknown possibilities and challenges. And we are gathered here today to wish you all great favor on your journeys. As you close this chapter, remember with fondness your time with us, especially the moments that demanded something more than what you expected of yourself. Each graduation is an opportunity as well for the college to take stock of our impact in the communities that we serve. We embrace the vitality and vibrance of our students, as well as the resilience and dedication of our faculty and staff. I exhort you all now to see yourselves as ambassadors of the college and of the Virgin Islands, to see your futures as being tied to the futures of your peers, and to recognize that it's only through hard work, discipline, and creative thinking that you will be able to solve the biggest problems you face.
Also present at the graduation was Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia Wheatley, who left the graduates with several questions to answer as they decide their next steps in life.
What is your next step? Is it venturing into a new career? Will it be starting a new business? Are you aiming for a promotion in your current job? Are you looking at further studies and academic qualifications and building the path to your dream profession? What are you passionate about? What excites you? What are your life goals? What do happiness and fulfillment look like to you? As you ponder questions like these and others, you'll gain greater clarity in what moving beyond means for you. And as you continue to move beyond and to achieve even greater things, remember you have a lot of supporters who are cheering for you. This includes the government of the Virgin Islands, which is also on a mission of moving the Virgin Islands beyond, our mission of nation building.
Meanwhile, Education Minister Honorable Shari De Castro pledged to continue providing the means that will allow for the development of the education sector in the Virgin Islands. But she also urged the graduating class to value the experiences gained during their tenure as students.
You and to all students across our territory is to create an educational system that nurtures and empowers. We will continue to strive to provide quality education that is accessible to all. We will ensure that our classrooms become vibrant spaces that inspire curiosity, foster creativity, and ignite a passion for learning. As you leave HLSCC and embark on the next phase of your journey, remember the lessons that you have learned here. Cherish the friendships you have made, the experiences you have had, the knowledge you have gained. Carry with you the values of integrity, empathy, and compassion. Embrace diversity and be inclusive in your actions.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com, and of course, like us on Facebook at 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again on Monday. In the meantime, tune in tomorrow, Saturday, when my Jaka Wooding, our colleague Jaka Wooding, will be delivering the weekly news roundup, just in case you missed any of the week's happening. Have a safe and enjoyable evening as well as a weekend. Happy Friday. Bye-bye.